Welcome back into our coverage of the NCSAA National Tournament. Up next, we will have a girls matchup between Portersville Christian and Shenandoah Valley Christian. Shenandoah Valley will be in those green and white uniforms going right to left. Portersville in the blue uniforms going left to right here.
These are white.
So I'm not really sure. We don't have anybody to run a scoreboard, apparently. That's kind of something you need, is somebody to run the scoreboard. There we go. I think we finally have that.
They got a volunteer. They drafted him.
Well, I think what's happened is I think the person running the scoreboard here
supposed to be over there.
Supposed to be over there, but this game isn't over yet. So they got somebody to kind of fill in until they can get that problem resolved. And the opening tap played to Portersville, and they will bring it up and then immediately turn it over. So Shenandoah Valley to bring it up, and by the way, none of these numbers match anything that's out there, at least not that I have. So.
Oh, you're right. Now what do we do?
Well, not much I can do at this point.
You want to go down?
So baseline 3 is off the mark. Back the other way comes Portersville. As Alexis Konar will give it up for Abby Green, working far side. That's deflected out of bounds, and it will be Portersville basketball. Portersville Christian 21-3 on the year out of Pennsylvania, coached by Mike McDonald. Trying to go it down low. That shot blocked, picked up by Alexis Konar, who will dribble it back around the front. And we got a whistle and a foul.
Shall I go down and see who I can find out?
I don't know, you might have to, because I don't have, unless there's two Shenandoah Valley teams. I don't think there are, though. As this is inbounded to Portersville. Dixon tried to go down low. We got a whistle and a jump ball. So it will be possession to the Patriots. So turnover here in the front court. Portersville tried to come up with it, and we have a whistle and a reach-in foul. That will be the second team foul. Portersville brings it up. Patterson back over to Abby Green, who shoots and scores. And a 2-0 lead here for Portersville. We have an official's timeout here for an injury. It looks like nothing too serious. They get her off the floor, and Shenandoah Valley will bring it up. 3-ball on the wing. That won't go. Rebound comes out of bounds, and it will be Portersville basketball. Again, I apologize for not having names for Shenandoah Valley, but the roster that I have here does not match anybody as far as numbers-wise for that team. So the ball skips out of bounds on the far side as Portersville will bring it up into the post. That little turnaround shot won't go from Abby Green. Tip back out to Patterson. She'll try to flip that back out front. Now along the baseline to Patterson again. Got a step, good move, missed the layup though. And we have a whistle and a foul on the rebound here. That will be the team third. As to the free throw line for Portersville goes Julia Manjapan. Manjapan. Apologize if I don't have that name completely correct. We have 72 teams here this week, and we are nowhere near where either one of the teams actually are. We're up in a second level, kind of separated from everybody, so I don't really have the opportunity to get all of the pronunciations for everybody all the time, but we do our best. And Julia makes a pair. It's now a 4-0 lead for Portersville. Back up with it comes Shenandoah Valley. Tried to work at baseline. That shot goes off the backboard, and back to the way comes Portersville. Pass up into the front court. That's deflected and stolen away. Now a loose ball in the backcourt. Still loose. Picked up by Portersville. The runner there by Patterson was no good. And we've got a whistle and a foul on the outside.
That's
what'd you find out?
All right, that's Shenandoah's away number or home numbers. These are the away numbers.
Okay,
so
well, we'll get to that here momentarily. The shot no good in the post, but we do have a whistle and a foul. And right now, the Patriots are getting themselves into foul trouble, and they're doing so relatively quickly as Julia Manjapang back to the free throw line here for the Warriors. Makes the first.
22 is 15.
I'll just. Let's see. $11:32. Okay, so I think we got numbers finally straightened out, and the free throw there is good by Julia. She's now made all 4 of her free throws here early. And it is a 6-0 lead, around 5 minutes to go here in our first quarter as that ball tipped out of bounds. It will stay with Shenandoah Valley. You ain't been having an eraser anywhere, do you? This is what you would call emergency work. I'm trying to keep track of the clock, the score, change rosters. By the way, we can't see the scoreboard in case you're wondering at home. I literally don't know how much time or what the score is. We have to keep track of that ourselves, which we've gotten fairly decent at doing, but that doesn't mean we're in any way 100% accurate, that's for sure.
Not infallible.
3 ball out front is
nice.
good. That's a nice shot from Aaliyah Silver, who is just an 8th grader apparently.
Well, she is an unusual 8th grader.
She's got nice shot, so back in the middle of the lane. That runner rattles off no good. And that deflected. We got a whistle and a foul underneath.
Oh.
That will be on Claire Lauterbach. That's her first, team 4th.
Our rebounds will be a little bit off here.
Well, we might just have to forget that for this one and come back to it later.
Number 5.
So Alexis Konar with her first, team first for Portersville. As now we have a whistle and another foul. I mean, this game's going to go on forever at this rate. Alexis Konar with her second, team second. Oh, that. The Patriots will run out of players fouling at this rate.
Yeah, they only have 2 on the bench. One of the girls didn't make the trip.
Off on the wing. Silver now 3 in the corner. Wouldn't go for Claire Lauterbach, and eventually deflects out of bounds. Now
that one's a turned ankle.
Another injury here, and yep, looks like an ankle problem.
didn't see what happened. I don't know if she came down on the girl's foot. She was playing defense.
I do know there is 3:01 to go in the quarter because I can actually use my binoculars
Let's see,
to see that. There's a little tiny keypad behind that scoreboard.
Yeah, there is.
And I can use binoculars to see, and that's the only way I get to see it. I believe that is Erin Onderko, who rolled an ankle. And then the bench, and they'll take a look at her.
Junior forward. She's going to have to take a break for a while, see if they can get her back on her feet.
All right, 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. That pass sails out of bounds, and it will be Shenandoah Valley basketball here. And it comes into the front court. Lauterbach now on in the wing. 3 ball there is no good from Silver, but the rebound does come back down to the Patriots. Lauterbach out front. Off to Silver again. Now Randall. 3 ball on the wing. That won't go from Mia Irvin. Once again, Patriots get the offensive rebound though.
All right.
Lauterbach swings it across for Randall. Back over to Silver. Got a step in the lane. Throws that up. No, but a whistle and a foul called. That will be on Julia Manjapane, her first. And team third.
Must be your good eyes. You can read the uniforms down, names of the uniforms down there. You're calling them by their mascots' names.
Well, I can see it. The Portersville one's relatively obvious, but the other ones aren't too bad as far as being able to see. Free throw there is good by Silver. 1 out of 2. It's now a 6-4 lead for Portersville. Coming up on 2 minutes to go here in our opening quarter.
Portersville not doing a good job of taking care of the ball.
No, it's been a little rough. That jump ball will go back over to Patriots, or excuse me, to Portersville once again.
It's amazing. You watch a girls' team. The girls will pass the ball where a guy would never even think about throwing a ball. Kind of high and a lot of times it goes through too.
So the Warriors try to settle things down on the offensive end here.
Well, they're taking their time now.
Pass goes in the post. Shot there wouldn't go for Sloop, and back the other way come the Patriots. Silver down the lane, throws up a runner. That won't go. Rebound tip back out. Lauterbach out front to Randall. Now Silver. Down to a minute or so to go here in this first quarter. 3 ball on the wing. That's way off the mark from Mia Irvin. Back the other way comes Portersville. That pass deflected. Tracked down on the near side off to Emily Keck. Now runner along the baseline won't go from Dixon, and will go back over to the Patriots here in this first quarter.
I was trying to figure out what defense the Shenandoah Valley was playing. I couldn't. They collapse on whoever has the ball, it looks like. Really hustling.
So Emily Keck picks up her first, team 4th on Portersville.
I think it's a 2-3 zone, maybe. I'm not sure.
Randall brings it up down to the last 30 seconds or so here to go in the first quarter. Whistle and another foul. And these two teams are fouling at a relatively rapid pace.
Should make the second half pretty short.
Although the Patriots have slowed down the amount of fouls they're committing. And the Warriors have kind of hit the gas pedal. So Selena Randall goes 1 out of 2 at the free throw line to make it 6-5. There's a jumper on the wing, banks in after Shenandoah Valley manages to get the ball back. So 7-6, they lead it. That ball goes out of bounds, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. 7-6 is the lead for Shenandoah Valley over Portersville. We'll take a break, come back with more of this girls matchup in a moment. You're watching the NCSAA. All right, back to it here as we begin our second quarter of play. Shenandoah Valley a 7-6 lead over Portersville as that ball dribbled out of bounds. It will be Warriors basketball. Some full court pressure here from Shenandoah Valley, and just a skip pass ahead, layup missed, but put back up and in by Julia Manchapan, who's having herself a nice first half. 8-7 the lead here for Portersville.
Okay, Portersville definitely on a man-to-man defense. Coming way out on it, by the way.
Patriots taking their time here, trying to get their offensive set put into place.
Kind of started that weave a little bit, and then they stopped.
Well, it's the right idea. Coach Sanford Silver had the right plan there, but it's like they got mixed up somewhere in the middle of that and didn't quite put it all together. And it's the right idea.
I think you're absolutely right. He did have the right idea. What happened, I'm not sure.
And that runner doesn't go back the other way. Come the Patriots. That's a nice pass ahead from Silver on the break, and the layup is good
job
by Selena Randall. 9-8, Shenandoah Valley leads. Under 7 minutes to go here in the half. Some pressure in the backcourt and a timeout to Portersville. I was going to say, yeah, you might want to use one there relatively quickly. So we'll take a break, be back here in just a moment. 9-8 is the lead for Shenandoah Valley. You're watching the NCSAA. So off the timeout, Portersville commits a turnover, and the Patriots with it now down the lane. That runner no good by Lauterbach, but she gets the ball back. Now on the baseline is Randall. She fires no. Rebound put back up, good on the foul. So count the bucket.
Is that Mia?
Yes, I believe you're right. Julia Manchpain with her second foul. And Mia Irvin made the shot and will also go to the free throw line here. And hits the free throw.
Nice shot.
12-8 is the lead for Shenandoah Valley. Portersville turns it over against the full court press. And immediately a layup for Lauterbach. And immediately another timeout to Portersville. So 14-8 is the lead for Shenandoah Valley. Once again, we'll take a break, come back with more in a moment. You're watching the NCSAA. So out of the timeouts, Portersville ends up turning the ball over. It's originally started, the Patriots pulled back pressure and then kind of came up to meet them towards half court. And we have a...
Just short of half court, they put just a little bit of pressure on. They threw the ball way over her head.
Let's see what the Patriots do here. Good spin move into the lane and a nice shot,
too.
too.
Hook shot.
From Claire Lauterbach. That was really nice. 16-8 they lead it.
She dribbled outside the lane underneath. Did a 360 turn with a little hook shot.
So a double team here in the front court. Good pass underneath.
Nice.
Layup missed though by Julia. A couple of different shots missed. And finally Manchpain with the bucket. Making it now 16-10 as we come up on 5 minutes to go in the half. Shot missed. Back out front comes to Lauterbach. Randall with it down the lane, kicks it baseline. 10-footer there won't go.
Nice rebound
by Irvin.
Boy.
And some pressure in the backcourt. Portersville having some trouble again, but finally they clear it up into the front court. And the Warriors have it.
See what I mean? I was trying to figure out what kind of defense they're running.
Well, I think it's just
a pressure
trapping
defense.
the ball. That's all it is. As the ball just sails out of bounds on the far side. So
I think you're right. I think they have some kind of a trap going on. Yeah.
Be Warriors basketball. No, I mean, I literally think it's just.
I mean, it's on purpose. Yeah, they're putting pressure on the ball, extra pressure on the ball.
It's almost a 3-2, but with a trap up top. You have a whistle and a foul down low.
That's kind of what I was thinking. That the two girls down below will always go down below, but the three out front are always trapping the ball, always dropping in on the person with the ball.
Was that on 33?
Oh.
I think so. Not 100% sure, but that's where it's going to go. Her first team fifth. And again, if we don't see it right away, there's no other way to look at it.
No, there isn't.
We can't even see the scoreboard. Not that there would be anything to see in the scoreboard anyway. By the way, Julia back at the free throw line here. She has scored all of Portersville's points except for 2 in this game.
Oh, my land. Oh,
it was 1 out of 2 that trip. 16-11 the lead for the Patriots.
Yeah.
Of Shenandoah Valley, and that pass sails out of bounds.
Since I started keeping rebounds partway through the first quarter, Abby's collected 5 rebounds by herself. She did a nice job of blocking out and taking a rebound down on defensive boards last time. Man.
Aaliyah Silver on the far side got a screen and then just got blasted as she tried to go around the screen that was set, and that foul on Ellen Dixon will be her first.
Well, these are not ladylike genteel
My
fouls.
goodness, that was like a body check in hockey.
It was.
Free throw good by Silver. She'll have another one coming. 17-11 the lead for Shenandoah Valley.
Good thing it's a non-contact sport.
Second one misses.
Alexis, 2
rebounds. And some trouble in the backcourt here for the Warriors, and they'll keep it, but it was almost another turnover. See, the problem here, you just have to use spacing of the floor.
Yes.
That's really so pass it into that backcourt again for Green. Back over the near side. Nice pass ahead, and the layup missed, but a foul underneath on Aaliyah Silver. That will be her first. And once again, Julia Manjapane to the free throw line.
Well, she makes her livelihood at scoring. Oh, another one just a little too long.
And the second free throw off the mark. Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the half. 17-11 is the lead for Shenandoah Valley. Down the lane, that shot blocked and now cleared out of there.
Nice
Again,
pass.
Julia on the break and missed the layup. Rebound tipped underneath. Alexis Konar dribbles all the way back out to half court and then dribbles all the way back down the baseline again. And jumper there wouldn't go. Rebound put back up and in by Julia underneath.
All right, Julia, she's one-man wrecking crew.
17-13 is the lead now for the Patriots of Shenandoah Valley. Lando with it. Out front, long 3-ball. I mean, that was way out.
You're going to have to eat more Cheerios to get that far out.
That was off the mark. Silver.
Shoot, that one, you're talking about from downtown. She was downtown.
That was way out there. Shenandoah Valley now 1 of 8 from 3-point range, and that was almost another turnover for Portersville. And Abby Green brings it up. Double team on the far side. Dixon dribbles out of it. Nice pass underneath. Layup missed by Green, but Julia Manjapane picks it up again and lays it in. So 17-15, 2 minutes to go in the half.
Take it down and shoot it and let Julia rebound and put it in.
This is not an exaggeration. She scored all of their points. 3-ball off the mark, except there's one shot that somebody else has made. She scored all the rest.
Wow.
Pass ahead. That layup no good. Rebound, guess who?
Oh, there she is.
And Julia Manjapane scores again. Again, I hope I'm at least getting somewhere close on her name, because it's possible for us to get all those pronunciations. But
Manjapane?
Julia's doing a great job here in this first half.
Manjapane.
As we are now tied at 17. And here comes Portersville again. Alexis Konar spins away down the lane, all the way to the hoop, missed the layup. Guess who's there again? And the foul.
There it is.
My goodness. Another foul on Mia Irvin. That's her second.
They went down from 17-11?
Yeah, it was 17-11 at one point.
19-17. And guess who did it all? Every bucket.
Scored them all. I mean, Portersville's doing a nice job bringing the ball up the floor and getting the ball to different people to shoot. They're just not making shots, and she's sitting there cleaning them all up.
They're going to have to put a body on her and get her out from beneath that board.
And she makes the free throw.
I mean, tell you, she's made a living after doing that.
20-17 is the lead for Portersville. Down to 1 minute to go in our first half. Randall brings it up into the front court. The Warriors from Portersville bringing their defense way out. Lauterbach down the lane, and we have a whistle and a traveling violation, so we'll go back over to Portersville.
Portersville kind of lost the scoring drive here for a while now.
You mean Shenandoah Valley?
Shenandoah Valley, yes, I'm sorry. Yeah.
So here it comes
There
up
she
to the
is.
front court, down the lane. Julia a little bit too strong on the layup, tried to step through to get it, and that shot made by Abby Green. She's the only other person on this team that scored. And it's 22-17, the lead for the Warriors here. Down to the last 30 seconds of this first half. Randall down the lane, has that blocked. Picked up, though, by Tess Schomer. Silver back in the middle for Green. Back to Silver, down the lane, throws one up on the run. That won't go. Still a little bit of time here for Portersville. Up the floor, and that layup good at the buzzer. They're going to count that bucket.
That's going to put them up 24-17 at half.
Alexis Konar gone all the way to the hoop. 24-17 is the lead for Portersville here at the break, and it was 17-11 at one point.
Well, yes, it was. About 3 minutes left or something like that?
13-0. Wow, that's impressive. Okay, so for first half scoring totals, first off for Shenandoah Valley, Selena Randall with 3 points. She was 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Mia Irvin with 3 points, 1 of 1 from the line. Aaliyah Silver with 5 points, including a 3 and 2 of 4 from the line. 6 for Claire Lauterbach. And as a team, Shenandoah Valley 1 of 9 from three-point range. For Portersville, Abby Green with 4 points, 18 points. Actually, yes, 18 points for Julia Manchapin. She's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of 9. Make that 7 of 10 from the free throw line. Alexis Konar with 2 points as well. So that's where we're at the half. And by the way, Portersville has not attempted a 3-point field goal. So I'll pass it off to you for our first half rebound totals. At least what we have.
Yeah, we started about halfway through the first quarter, but for Shenandoah Valley, Mia Irvin has 1, Aaliyah Silver has 2, Evelyn Carberry has 1, and Claire Lauterbach has 4 for a total of 8. Now get a load of this. Portersville, Abby Green has 6, Alexis Konar has 4, Emma Van Gent has 1, Melon Dixon has 1, and Julia Manchapin has 7 for a total of 19. 19-8 controlling the boards. And where did they make all those points in that run? Right off the board, rebound, putting it back in.
24-17 is the lead for Portersville at the half. We'll take a break, come back with your second half in just a little bit. You're watching the NCSAA National Tournament. Back to it here, start of the second half. Portersville leads it 24-17, and there's a turnover to start the half. On the break, layup missed by Randall, and now pass ahead to Abby Green. Other end of the floor, she misses a layup, and a foul on the rebound. That will go against Faith Patterson. That's her first, team first on Portersville here in the second half. Randall into the front court, off to Silver. Got cut off there. Back to Randall out top. Portersville staying in man-to-man defense here early in this second half. Far side with it is Lauterbach. Off along the baseline to Irvin. Try to swing it back out. 3 ball. That won't go. And the rebound underneath to the Warriors.
Abby Green. That's number 7 for Abby.
Alexis Konar brings it up middle of the floor. This is Abby Green, little 10-footer. That wouldn't go. Back the other way comes Silver. Aaliyah pulls up, fires a long 3, and that's off the mark. Rebound still loose. And a jump ball, and it will be Patriots basketball. You know, in the near court, they just went ahead and just completely canceled out the rest of halftime.
That's the best
to
way
start the game.
Yeah, you didn't need it because they're all here, and there were nobody shooting, so you might as well go ahead and get started.
I think they literally took the last 4 minutes off the clock.
They're going to get way down ahead of us by quite a ways here pretty soon. There's a drive.
On the baseline, and the layup good by Mia Irvin off a nice take.
Yeah, a little baseline drive there and laid it up off the glass. And the Patriots are needing those points. They've gone dry for a while.
24-19 is the lead for Portersville. That finally cleaned out of there by Lauterbach. She'll bring it up, goes far side for Randall, and we got a whistle and a foul on Mellon Dixon. That's her second, team second. Patriots play it up the near side. 3 ball on the way. That won't go from Irvin. Rebound comes up into the front court, pass underneath, and the layup there by Julia Mangiapane. Make it 26-19. No wing, 3 ball, that won't go for Irvin. And again, Shenandoah Valley with it. That shot blocked and then taken away by Mangiapane as well. So not only playing offense, but defense. Back the other way, runner won't go. Rebound put back up, no. Tip back down. Now slapped away underneath. And it will be Portersville basketball.
Oh. I think you're going to say for that Patriot defense, it is all over where the ball is. There's at least 2 girls there all the time.
So foul in the play on Susanna Green. I have that as her 4th. Team first this half.
Well, Erin went out with that ankle problem and is sitting down with her elevated, so she's probably done for the day at least. Got it.
First free throw is good.
Nice shot. Boy, in my old days, I remember I was playing basketball. Our coach, you want to make him mad, just miss a free throw. You did all the regular practice in the varsity, shot free throws after practice.
We have a loose ball and then a jump ball. So Leah Hoffer made 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And
nice
here
thing,
comes shot underneath,
oh,
rattles
missed
around
it.
it out. And back up with it comes Shenandoah Valley.
But that was a nice pass inside.
Swing it back across, jumper on the baseline, that won't go. Rebound underneath to Portersville as they try to push it up into the front court.
Promptly throws that away.
And here we come back again. Pass underneath, shot missed, rebound put back up and in by Julia once again. And that will make it a 29-19 advantage for Portersville. On the baseline, Irvin's shot, that won't go. Loose ball on the floor, we got a whistle and a jump ball.
Oh.
And it will be Shenandoah Valley basketball. As Abby Green checks back in.
There comes a rebounder out. Giving Julia a little rest. The wide open three-pointer? No.
And that shot in the corner wouldn't go. And that's some pressure in the backcourt. We got a whistle and a reach-in foul. So it'll be the second on Randall. Team second.
You're absolutely right in the dribbling. There's 3 girls from her team on the offensive end of the court at the basket, and she's dribbling around down below.
Yeah, that's the only way you can effectively break a press is by passing, not by dribbling. Dribbling's just going to get you in trouble. In the post, this shot rattles off, no good. Rebound back up, no. We got a whistle and a foul. That will go against Aaliyah Silver. That's her second, team third.
Well, that's Abby's 9th rebound.
And Abby Green to the free throw line.
I mean, double digits here pretty soon. What year is Abby? She's a senior.
One rattles around and out. By the way, Julia's a sophomore.
I just think that. Isn't that something? A sophomore. Got good presence on the court. Nice job of rebounding and putting back in.
And 1 out of 2 from the line for Abby Green. Makes it now a 30-19 lead for Portersville.
Okay, Warriors still in that man-to-man defense.
And we've got a timeout to the Patriots. Around 3:30 or so to go in the third quarter. 30-19 is the lead for Portersville. Take a break. Back with more in a moment. You're watching the NCSAA. So out of the timeout, Shenandoah Valley promptly turns it over, and back the other way comes Portersville. Runner won't go. Rebound put back up and in by Abby Green. Now 32-19.
There's her double-digit rebounds. That's her 10th one. Good job of following the ball down the court, not taking it for granted.
Deep 3 on the left wing. That won't go for Irvin. And back up with it comes Portersville. Good pass ahead to Green on the break. Missed the layup, though. gets her own rebound back. And had that blocked. Now tracked down on the far side. Lauterbach into the front court off to Silver.
Good defense by Abby.
A whistle and a foul on Claire Lauterbach. That's going to be her second. Team fourth. Then pass ahead, and the layup is good as well from Julia Mangiapane. 34-19 as this lead continues to grow.
Nice fast break there, and Julia staying right with it.
So Portersville back up with it. Pass sails ahead and out of bounds. Well, we approach the 2-minute mark here of the third quarter with Portersville up by 15.
Hey, does Nate's girls team here this year?
They are here.
Oh, okay. I just happen to think he's coaching the team.
Plants and Pillars. That's the name of that thing. 3-ball out front. That wouldn't go from Silver. Back up with it comes Portersville. Layup wouldn't go, and that one knocked out of bounds, and it will be Portersville basketball. Wow. Shenandoah Valley is 1 of 15 from three-point range.
Might be best to stop shooting those. Let that go.
Yeah. There are 1 or 2 of them, if they got a good look from legitimate three-point distance, I would say keep shooting it. But the ones that are 5 feet behind the arc, I think I would let that fly. And by means of, I mean not shoot it, let it fly away and don't and not return. At least not right now. You get hot. You know, it's one of the things we talk about on our team back home, as we have a whistle and a foul. I believe that's
number 11, I think.
Van Gent, that would be her first, team third. One of the things we talk about back home is those shots aren't always bad shots, but start with something that's going in, and then if you back up and you're hitting shots and you back up, fine. But work back to that. So free throw rattles in for
Selena.
Randall, so it's 34-21. I'm not saying that those are always bad shots, but if it's a heat check, it's that kind of thing. You've been hot or something and you're taking 1 or 2 of those, fine. Free throw line jumper, that won't go. As Portersville on the break, and the layup there for Julia Minchpane. 36-21. And the pass along the baseline. Irvin fires and scores.
Nice.
A 10-footer, and those are the kind of shots I'm talking about. Get those and move out, and as you keep hitting shots, then keep moving out. That's fine.
Yeah, because that's within her legitimate shooting distance there, 10, 12 feet out like that.
And the runner there is no good. Here as we near the end of the first quarter, but I believe not sure what they're calling here. I don't know if they said the quarter ended first. Well, they'll say Emma Van Gent picked up her second foul and team fourth as the quarter was coming to a close.
Yeah, they're going to let her have her 2 free throws.
And also, don't get me wrong, I believe that Aaliyah Silver and quite possibly even Mia Irvin can make those shots from 2 or 3 feet behind the arc.
Well, they shoot like they've shot them before.
Well, and I'm sure they've made them in the past. But what I'm saying is when you're struggling, get some of those closer shots to fall and then back up. So the free throw rattles around and in for Randall. She makes 1 of 2. 36-22, the lead for Portersville at the end of 3. We'll take a break. We'll come back with quarter number 4 in a moment. You're watching the NCSAA National Tournament. start quarter number 4. It is a 36-22 lead for Portersville. There's a turnover and a foul on the far side.
Oh.
And I believe that's her 5th.
She's walking over to the bench.
It also
anyway.
appears that it is. So I at least had that right.
They got a 5, yeah.
So her 5th. No one else is really in foul trouble. And there's only 7 players. So Shenandoah Valley should be okay for the rest of the 4th quarter. By the way, we cannot see a scoreboard. The time, score, nothing. Oh, and we are nowhere near it either, by the way.
We can basically see the back of it. Doesn't do you much good to keep track of anything.
I believe they called that on Lauterbach, which would be her 3rd, although I'm not 100% sure about that.
Yeah. Now that would be a loss for them.
Randall into the front court, off to Silver. Back to Randall, over on the nearest side to Irvin. She'll fire a deep 3. Oh, I guess it really wasn't all that deep. Foot or so behind the arc. That's off the mark. Back off it comes. That shot won't go, and the rebound to Portersville.
That was Julia.
And we got a whistle and another foul. Well, that is on Claire Lauterbach. And not only that, we're shooting free throws. Not we, literally, but the Portersville is shooting free throws.
I'm glad I don't have to shoot those.
It's an interesting free throw style she has. Free throw off the mark, and rebound tipped out.
And Leah Silver with her 4th rebound of the afternoon maybe.
And there's 15? A 3 ball out front. Was that
number 15?
Randall with her first 3 and only the second 3 of the game for the Patriots, and a whistle and a travel.
Like we were saying, they must make a reasonable percentage of it.
I'm sure they do, and they look like they're getting halfway decent shots here. But
yeah, and they take them like they got complete confidence in taking them. The coach is going to back them. So
I'm sure it's
bad
a
pass.
relatively normal thing. That picked off back the other way. Comes Portersville on the run. The layup misses. The rebound cleared out. Loose ball on the floor, picked up by the Patriots. We'll push it into the front court, and we got a charge on Selena Randall. That'll be her 3rd. So it's 36-26. The lead here for Portersville is around 6 minutes or so to go in our 4th quarter. And a turnover will give it back over to Shenandoah Valley. 3 ball on the wing. That won't go. Rebound kick back out to Randall. Now a real deep 3, and that's good. So finally, that was a good, 8 feet behind the arc or so. And Aaliyah Silver hits her second 3 of the game, making it now 36-29. Now, if they hit a few of those,
that's going to make a difference.
Then you can get back in a game relatively quickly. That's one of the differences with this. You're a 3-point shooting team. But here's the other problem. When you have to play this kind of defense to get back in, you're going to run out of fouls. And they're doing so quickly. So we have a 30-second timeout here. 36-29, the lead for Portersville.
Well, that's a tough thing when you live and die by a 3-pointer. You're either hot or not.
Well, yeah, it's clearly they're used to shooting those and make it, like you said, a fair percentage of them. That's what our team was built on this year. We had nobody over 5'11" on the guys' side, so we shot a ton of threes. So I understand using that as a main weapon and a main tool for sure. But the thing with that is, you can miss 10 of them early in the game, and if you hit the last 10, it doesn't really matter because you're gonna come out on top anyway.
You can really make up time.
So you
want to
make sure you keep shooting, but shooting good shots.
And you need some of those 3-pointers with some on-balance shooting now. This is a guy from San Francisco shoots those real long.
No, you mean Steph Curry?
Yeah, Steph. That guy can take them off balance with a man in front of him, falling backwards out of bounds and still make them. Seth Curry, that guy is crazy when it comes to shooting 3-pointers.
38-29. There's a deep three, and that's not close. It'll be deflected out of bounds. So right now, Shenandoah Valley is shooting 3 of 20 from 3-point range.
Well, if you can make around high school 35%.
What are they at? That's what, 13%? Where they're at now?
Yeah, they're not quite halfway. There's another one. No.
That's a good 2 or 3 feet short. And it will be Portersville basketball.
That was Elias.
I'll play it in here, and Warriors will try to push it up against pressure. Down to about 5 minutes or so to go in this game. Down the lane, that runner's no good. Rebound tip back out. Manjapane launches it ahead to Abby Green. 2-on-1, Green down the lane, missed the layup. Rebound put back up, no. Rebound back up again, no. And we got a whistle and a foul. Not foul on Mia Irvin. I have that as her third. It's got to be somewhere close to that. And Julia back at the free throw line here.
Oh.
It was actually pretty close. 4:29 is on the clock. 4:33.
Well, you are very close. Congratulations.
Thank you. Not that that really means anything, but so Julia back to the line here, trying to extend this lead for Portersville.
Got it.
39-29 is the advantage here for the Warriors. Skim it around along 2. That's off the mark for Lauterbach. And a travel on Portersville.
Well, Mellon Dixon, M-E-L-Y-N-N. That's an interesting spelling.
And we got a whistle and a foul way out front.
And she made it. Fell backwards on the ground.
Did she make that three?
Yeah, it hit the front of the rim, bounced up in the back. And back
okay.
down in.
I just glanced back down and just assumed it bounced off.
Bounced up off the backboard and came back down and went in.
Wow. Well, get a 4-point play on us, make the free throw, and she does.
Boy, that puts them striking distance, 39-33 now.
Yep, back to a 6-point game. Closing in on 4 minutes to go. Pass ahead, that should have been a travel.
Yeah, it should have been.
And this put back up, no. Again, no. And again, Julia will head to the free throw line.
2 rebounds for Julia there. Well, she only has 15 for today.
Well, that's on Mia Irvin. I believe she's got 4 now. Well, at the moment, Susanna Green fouled out a long time ago. I have Claire Lauterbach having 4 fouls and Mia Irvin with 4 fouls, and I have Randall with 3. Now, we could be 1 or 2 of those could be off just by virtue of where we're at, and I can't see all the calls exactly. Some of them are just educated guesses. But we got to be within 1 foul or so of each one of those. So there's plenty of people for Shenandoah Valley in some significant foul trouble, if not already fouled out. So 1 out of 2 that time for Portersville. Under 4 minutes to go in the game.
Evelyn Carberry picking up her 3rd rebound.
And we got a whistle and another foul.
That's going to be on Miss Faith Patterson, I believe.
It's her 2nd. Now free throws coming here for Selena Randall. Boy, I tell you what, she could shoot free throws.
Man.
40-35 is the lead now. We got a whistle and a foul in the backcourt.
Oh, you don't want fouls. Oh.
You definitely don't want to foul almost the entire length of the floor from the basketball hoop.
Yeah.
Especially when the other team's in bonus. So Evelyn Carberry picks up her second. And it's double bonus for the Warriors here. First one off the mark. Well, I'll tell you this much. If Portersville continues to struggle from the free throw line,
this could be really interesting.
The Warriors have a problem winning the game. So 1 out of 2 that trip, 41-35 is the lead here for Portersville. Deep 3 on the wing. That's well short. And this pass picked off down the lane. That runner's no good by Silver. Runner on the left side won't go. Outlet feed comes ahead. And on the break, the layup no good from Julia. Tracked down in the corner by Alexis Konar. Skip pass across to Patterson. Into the lane, throws up a runner. That won't go. Rebound back up, no. But we have a whistle and another foul. And that, once again, is on Mia Irvin. If that's not her fifth, it's not. I mean, I thought I had even missed one on her. But
wow.
I guess it's...
She's still out there. There's another one. No, short.
That's off the mark. And Abby will have one more coming. Misses both. And we got a whistle and a foul on Portersville. Be on Julia Manjapan. That's her third.
Now they're 1-1.
Well, bonus free throws for Shenandoah Valley. So to the free throw line goes Aaliyah Silver. And she misses the free throw. So Portersville to bring it up. And we got a whistle and a charge in the backcourt. Be on Alexis Konar. That's her third. Three ball in the corner. That's off the mark by Lauterbach.
Oh, she took that up just like it was passed to her.
And we got a whistle and a foul after the steal. That's also on Alexis Konar, so she'll pick up her fourth.
Selena, coming from the opposite direction, just took that like it was a handoff. Right out of the offensive player's hands and drove in. Now she's back at the free throw line. And the way she's making free throws, don't count them out.
And free throws good by Randall. She'll have another one coming. It's now 41-36. Like we said, if Portersville doesn't make free throws, they're going to be in trouble.
Now it's down to 41-37, 4-point game.
So then it comes. Portersville to bring it up. Under 3 minutes to go in the game now. Green puts it ahead to Alexis Konar. A pass in the middle. Look underneath.
There's a strong
layup by Julia Menjapan. So 43-37.
She had a girl on either side of her hanging on her arms and shoulders, and she still got, oh, there's another one.
And that three goes from Selena Randall. That's her third three of the game.
I mean, she's on fire here. And
it's 43-40, the lead for Portersville. With a timeout, we'll take a break, come back in a moment. You're watching the NCSAA National Tournament. All right, out of the timeout, Portersville will bring it up. Under 2 minutes to go now in this one. And off a steal down the lane. Runner misses by Randall, and that would have gotten it down to within 1 point. Portersville trying to bring the ball up, and this is going to be interesting. And it's deflected, but now pushes it to the front court. Pass comes ahead to Green, and she'll lay it in.
She was only one down there. She was all alone in a sea of tranquility.
45-40. Now Shenandoah Valley needs some points. That shot blocked.
Oh.
And Manjapane puts it into the front court, and there's a foul. I mean, that's not on purpose.
No, she tripped over her foot.
Aaliyah Silver picks up her 3rd foul, and it looks like an injury. And then
she hit the floor pretty hard there. I don't know if it was on her elbow or. But the defensive player was turned to go the other way, and she come down on a fast break the opposite direction and just happened to time it exactly wrong.
Down to 1:17 to go in the game as they continue to.
Well, they've already lost one player today. The injury.
40. I think that scoreboard says 45-41. Dave, what do you have down there? 45-40? I think that scoreboard says 45-41. It does say 45-41. So it must be. Must be 45-41. I must have missed one somewhere. And by the way, if you're if you're following along at home and you're going, what's the matter with you people? Why don't you just look at the scoreboard and tell us what the score is? We can't see it. It's literally facing the opposite direction. The only thing that we can ever see that could tell us the score is a little tiny number pad on the back of the scoreboard where the person operating it sits so they can see what's on the front of it.
Yeah.
And if we use binoculars, we can sometimes see that if somebody's not in the way. And so that's why if we miss a point here or there, that's why. We're literally keep tracking of it ourselves.
Yeah, we're playing. They're playing on the main big court here with made into 2 courts. They got 2 scoreboards in the middle of the court, one facing this way, one facing that way. And the game we're doing is facing the other way.
Yeah, and it definitely says 45-41. So I must have missed a point somewhere in there.
Must be her arm. She's holding it a certain way there.
Well, Abby Green checks out.
That's a big loss, boy. She has to sit out the rest of the game. She's taking off her headband. I guess that's it.
And Leah Hoffer checks in.
And they lost Erin way back in the first quarter or so. She's got a twisted ankle. She's got ice on it there. Well, it's going to be time for this game to start over here before that one over there gets over. And we were ahead.
By a long ways. Yeah. We were a quarter ahead.
Yeah, we were. Now we're a quarter.
Yeah, at least a quarter behind. Free throw rattles off.
Boy, I tell you what, they need some points.
Hoffer will have one more coming here.
Portersville's ahead, but man, they have been giving up that lead.
And that rattles in and out. Rebound underneath went to Portersville. The shot was blocked. Loose ball out on the near side, still loose. Now picked up by Randall as we approach 1 minute to go in the game here. 45-41 the lead for Portersville. Runner won't go from Silver. And the rebound collected underneath by Manjapane. And we got a whistle And a foul down low, and
33.
that's on Mia Irvin. That's certainly got to be her 5th foul, and it is. So Mia is done for the game. Played hard, just racked up enough fouls to get.
Well, I guess you know
taken
where
out.
Patriots are. They've got just exactly enough girls left to put them on the team. Anybody else fouls out, they're going to be short.
There's no one left if they have to go farther than this.
You were talking about the first half. They better watch out the fouls. They're going to.
It hasn't really hurt them too much.
No.
But if
they did slow down a little bit on them there for a while.
But if they manage to force this thing into overtime, it could. Free throw good by Julia Manchapane. Under a minute to go in this one now. 46-41 is the lead for Portersville. And now 47. Let's back up with it. Come the Patriots up the far side. Randall fires a 3, and that was way off the mark. 3 ball in the other wing. That won't go. And finally out of there with it comes Portersville. Ball comes into the front court, tracked down by Konar. Now back underneath Manchapane. Now loose ball underneath, and a whistle and a jump ball. And it will stay with Portersville. 47-41. The lead for the Warriors here, and Shenandoah Valley are running out of time, although they've started making up some ground here in the 4th. But really needed a couple more shots to fall.
Yeah, they did.
That 3 wouldn't go for Portersville. By the way, that was the first 3-point attempt of the game for the Warriors. There's a run back the other way. That won't go. The rebound to Portersville. And now stolen away by Silver. Launches it ahead. The layup no good by Randall.
Boy,
now
man.
Portersville launches ahead down to the last few seconds of this game here, and that will do it. So the final 47-41. Portersville defeats Shenandoah Valley. Good game, though. The Patriots made a little run of it in the 4th quarter, just couldn't quite get enough points to get all the way back into this thing, and got in a little bit of foul trouble, too. 47-41, Portersville wins. Your final scoring totals, first of all, for Shenandoah Valley. 6 points for Claire Lauterbach. 8 for Aaliyah Silver, including 2 threes. She was 2 of 5 from the free throw line. 7 points from Mia Irvin. She was 1 of 1 from the line. $20 points for Selena Randall. She had 2 3-point field goals. Was 9 of 11 from the free throw line. Shenandoah Valley, 5 of 27 from 3-point range. For Portersville, 2 points for Alexis Konar, 1 for Leah Hoffer, who was 1 of 4 from the free throw line. 12 points for Abby Green. She was 2 of 6 from the line. 34 points for Julia Manchapane.
Wow.
Literally 34 of the 47 points for Portersville.
She had 19 rebounds.
She was 10 of 16 from the free throw line. Portersville 0 for 1 from 3-point range. And I'll pass up to you for our final rebounds.
Rebounds, first of all, for Shenandoah, we had Selena Randall with 1. Mia Irvin had 5. Aaliyah Silver had 6. Evelyn Carberry had 3. Claire Lauterbach had 5 for a total of 20. 20 rebounds for the losing Patriots today. For the Warriors from Portersville, Abby Green had 13. Faith Patterson had 1. Alexis Konar had 10. Emma Van Gent had 1. Mellon Dixon had 3. Leah Hoffer had 2. And Julia Manchapane had 19 for a total of 48. Julia had almost as many rebounds as the whole Patriots team.
Yeah, she finished with 34 points and 19 rebounds in this game. Well, we've got 6 minutes before our next matchup. So we'll take a break. We'll come back with our next girls game of the day in just a few minutes. You've been watching the NCSAA National Tournament.